Looks like there's a Collected Company, another Wild Cantor, Summoning Pact, and Collected Company Manamorphose, maybe. He does play 4 Summoners Packs. So that's probably to get his Regal Force, as he does play Regal, and that card could be good. I think he does want to draw like one more land, maybe. This might be a deck to where you only need the one land with all the 1-drops, but I assume a second land would not hurt. Force comes down for Cody. I'm going to attempt to drink some more water and see if I can die again, because that's basically what happened. Hello, Will.i.am. Blighted Agent's going to swing, and with the Pendlehaven trigger, it's going to be 3 poison. So, David has been poisoned thrice. 7 away from lethal. And David's going to look. It looks like a Llanowar Elf's going to come down to give him 3 elves. Now he can start doing things that he wants to do with Collected Company. We'll see if that's what's actually going to happen here. I feel like if he gets his 1 elf Elvish Archdruid, this is going to be rough for Cody. Assuming that she doesn't get it next turn. Oh, she played a Mutagenic, yeah. Yeah, 100%. Good call, Hokage. I noticed it a split second before you said it. So it's 5 infect. You were completely correct. David has been infected 5 times. He's going to go ahead and concede. I don't think he can beat the Blighted Agent. So we're going to go to game 2. David's going to lead this one, more than likely. Yeah, Cody had a very strong start that game with Noble Hierarch into Blighted Agent with Pendlehaven. That's pretty much exactly where she wants to be. So we'll see what kind of things that David could bring in against this deck. He has Pithing Needles to maybe shut down Inkmoth Nexus. I'm not entirely sure what this card does that's in his sideboard. Predator Dragon. I think it's from Shards of Alara, and it's 3 red to cast, or 4 red to cast. But I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I was way wrong. It costs 3 red. Flying Haste and Devour 2, and Devour, of course, is as this creature comes into play, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. This creature comes into play with that many +1/+1 counters on it. So it becomes a 4/4. Twice that number of counters because it has Devour 2. So if you sacrifice 2 of your 1/1 mana guys, it comes in with 4 +1/+1 counters. And his base stats as it's a 4/4. So I doubt he'll bring that in. Summoning Trap, I doubt he'll bring in. Viridian Shaman's not too great. Apostle's Blessing could be good. It can make a guy pro-green. So it would be able to not be able to be pumped. And Cody, on the other hand, she might bring in her Dismembers, as that is pretty good. But other than that, I'm not sure if she has anything actually for it. Maybe Viridian Corruptor, just not sure what... If she's not sure what David's deck does, she can do that. She can bring that in. So, right now he's at 0 poison. Yeah. So, sideboards are not... there's not too much that either of these players can bring in. David might bring in his Apostles and his Pithing Needles, and Cody might bring in her Dismembers, but other than that, I'm not sure that these players will change around their main decks too much, and we might just be seeing basically what we just saw. And I want to see David's deck do what it's supposed to do. Unfortunately, it didn't in that game, but here's hoping it does at least once. If not, no big deal. But we're Hometown Hobbies, streaming from Rare Drops. It is the awesome retro video game store located next to us. We are located at 1119 4th Avenue in wonderful Huntington, West Virginia. The weather today is amazing. It is a great day to play Magic. It's nice out, and you know that's the best time to come indoors and play some Magic is when it's beautiful out. So we're pretty excited to have had this tournament today. And of course, we're also always grateful that Rare Drops lets us stream, as without them we would not be able to do this, so thank you once again. If you're ever in town, you should try to visit Nerd Row, as we have Rare Drops, the retro video game store, followed by Hometown Hobbies, the card shop, and then Purple Earth Comics, you guessed it, the comic book store. And actually, right on the other side of Rare Drops, there's a pizza place. So it goes pizza, video games, card games, comics, the best in the area. So come on down and try to hang out with us one weekend, as David leads with a turn 1 Forest into Llanowar Elf, and it looks like he has another land, and he will be able to cast 2 elves, one of which is a Heritage Druid. 2 life's going to be paid by Cody, who's going to play a Jataxian Probe. And Probe is Forest, Cocoa, Harvest. That might be the Predator Dragon. And Heritage Druid. So Heritage Druid, Predator Dragon, Harvest, Weird Harvest, Collecting Company, and Forest are in David's hand. As a Noble Hierarch comes down for Cody. She has the very similar start to last game with the Pendlehaven into Noble Hierarch. I believe that was another Weird Harvest draw. Going to cast a Heritage Druid. And attacking for 1. Cody's going to go to 17. And David is probably, yes, going to pass it back. Forest is the draw for Cody. She has 2 of those in hand. Misty's going to come down. And a 1 attack is going to happen. Oh, I don't know why I always assume it's a 1 attack when it's a mana dork. It taps for a blue and casts a Blighted Agent, actually. Draw for David. He draws a Summoner's Pact, as that is a card that can search for his Regal Force, which he might be able to put into play off of a Collected Company here, which he can't cast currently unless he plays... Yeah, he just actually can't cast that right now. Just realized. For some reason in my head, I thought Heritage Druid could tap for mana. I mean, it can with 2 other elves, but right now it does not do much by itself. So I think he's thinking of a line of play where he could Weird Harvest twice and maybe grab something, or maybe Weird Harvest... No, I think he still needs the 3rd land. You can't even Weird Harvest for 1 here. If you Weird Harvest twice, he can grab a Nettle Sentinel and cast it. Or, no, he can only do it once. Yeah, never mind. He can still only do it once. Yep, no matter how much I want it to, that Heritage Druid does not tap for a green. Looks like this Blighted Agent's going to certainly get busy, and it's at least healing 3 to begin with. Might of Old Crow's in main phase. It's on the stack. Let's see if she responds with Pendlehaven. Nope, she might need the mana for something else. So right now the buffs are 4, and so it's up to 5 total, 6 with the Exalted trigger. It would be 7 if the Pendlehaven had been active, but it didn't. So right now it's at a 6/6 creature, unblockable. Let's see if she just has lethal. She might. Vines of Vastwood will do it, and yeah, that's the ball game. As long as she triggered Exalted, which I believe she did, that should be 10. And it looks like Cody Dickerson got that. That was a lot faster than I was expecting. And we're going to try to get somebody else on camera. If it's not going to be disturbing anybody, we can put a sideboard game on camera. But as long as it's not disturbing anyone. So, yeah, it looks like Cody got that one 2-0. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see David's deck do what it normally does. So, that was a very, very fast match. And we're hoping that we can get somebody else on the stream. Yeah, so Cody moves on to be 2-0 as David goes to 1-1 on the day. Cody is, I think, showing her sideboard off, and I'm not sure what that one is. Let's see. That must be the Viridian Corruptor. I did not know what that card looked like, actually. I do know what it does. When it comes into play, it destroys an artifact. Maybe I'm pretty sure that's what it does anyways. Which was pretty good, and I believe that one was in New Phyrexia. Yeah, when it comes in, you destroy an artifact, and it was Mirrored and Besieged, actually, not New Phyrexia. Oh, and the camera got hit. Let's see if they can not do that. That did not look great. It was going all over the place. So, waiting on a text message to see if we're going to get anybody back, and it looks like we're going to get somebody. Awesome, right on screen, ready to go. And that looks like Brandon Salmon's on the right of your screen. It's easy to tell him. He's a big, big man. And on the left side, maybe Cody Faulkner? It's green, white, and it might be elves. I'm going to write Cody Faulkner and see if I completely got that. And if it is Cody on the left of your screen, he's playing Green White Elves, the same as last night. And Brandon, who's on the right, is playing Twin. Waiting on Carter now to see what the game count is. It looks like, actually, Andrew Faulkner is currently up 1-0 against Brandon Salmons. Cody Faulkner, Andrew Faulkner, we call him by both names. So Cody's up a game. So Brandon should be on the play this game. We will find out as soon as we see the first land drop what actually